I just want to know if you get like, you said like starstruck, like that character actor, but like, I'm thinking Richard Jewell, is it the first time you worked with such enormous actors? Because there was a lot of them in that, and you're directed by Clint Eastwood. Do you get starstruck by these big guys? Does it kind of make you nervous in the first few takes? Is it this, or are you kind of like confident and let's do my thing?
There was some sort of turn that happened with Blackbird where I think my experience on 5.5 months of Blackbird with Taryn and Dennis, that kind of broke me of the star-struckness. Cause I like a lot of people, I have imposter syndrome.
Me too. Yeah.
That's a normal thing. And for those listening, I use that term all the time and people are always asking me, what does that mean? Imposter syndrome is essentially like akin to, you are in a position of some kind, be it a marriage, be it a job, whatever. And you feel that you don't deserve it or that you kind of stumbled into it rather than earned it. And that you're going to maybe be found out by these people in this circumstance. So I on I, Tanya, I had a day where Margot is skating and I'm supposed to be talking to her and she kind of badmouths me in this ice rink. And I knew I wasn't getting the face I wanted. I wasn't able to, I wasn't eliciting enough pain. And it was because she and I had hung out at that point and talked and we're buddy. And I was like, I kind of need something from her that will make me feel like crap and I can really live in it. And so apparently the mirror wasn't enough.
Come on.
But I went up to her and I said, can you tell me I'm inadequate? And she's like, what do you mean? Say that in the scene. And I was like, no, can you, Margot, tell me, Paul, you're inadequate? And she's like, oh, she looked disgusted. And she's like, I don't want to say that. And I was like, I know, I need it though. And she looked at me, she goes, okay. And she literally takes like a beat, like a thoughtful beat, and then looks up at me and goes, Paul, you're inadequate. And I felt it and I was like, oh, and it did hurt. And I was like, good, I'm glad I did that. Then she went away and we did the take and the take was really good. And she skated up to me afterwards and was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was like, no, I know. Cause I feel that. And then after Blackbird, Dennis and Taryn treated me like a co-conspirator, like a true equal. And that sort of feeling really rubbed off on me and made me feel like I had a place here and that I could be a leader on and off set.
You belong.
Yeah, it really did. And so after that, I would say going into 2022, I don't really get starstruck anymore. I was a little nervous. I just worked with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck on a Doug Liman movie. I have a few more days on that.
What's it called?
It's called The Instigators.
But Matt Damon, you were a little bit like Matt Damon.
Well, Damon and I think Casey's one of our best actors working, and I think Matt is too, but in a different way, in the sense of Matt Damon will make you bust a gut in some comedy thing, and then a minute later he's commanding a Ridley Scott film or he's in a Chris Nolan movie. So I was a little nervous going into that because I'm just like, these are guys I really respect and I want to bring it.
Right.
I understand I'm the seventh man, I'm number 2 or 3 on the bench and this is Jordan and Pippen or whatever. But I'm like, if you put me in for 3 minutes, you better believe I'm going to get you 2 rebounds and I'm going to score at least once. I'm going to try to block somebody.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to make that 3 minutes count.
That's a good way to think.
So that's just my thing going in now is I do have a lot of pressure on myself to be great.
Right.
And what I learned most often is you don't have to put yourself through some mental rigmarole for every single role.
Right.
Some stuff you know how to do and you just got to do it and not question it and pretend you're going to get the peripheral Oscar or something.
Yeah.